We're going to talk all things travel today because I just returned from a Mediterranean cruise and it is really on my mind. And if you want to go over to the blog, we have several blog posts about what I wore during the day and what I wore during the evening and some of the places that I visited. But if you want me to have a special YouTube video about what to pack for a Mediterranean cruise, especially this is a shoulder season, so especially in the fall, let me know down in the comments and I will put one together and then share a little bit more in depth about my travels. But since I was on the cruise and chatting with so many people that also love to travel, that was just one topic that was ripe for discussion the entire time that I was on my Mediterranean cruise. And I sailed with Windstar and I was on the Windsurf. And that is an older ship, which actually is going in for renovations right after my cruise. Or I think they go, so I ended in Venice, and I think they're going from Venice back to Rome, and then it's going in for refurbishment. But last year, last December, I went on a Mediterranean cruise and I brought along my oldest son. We had a ball, and that was on the Windstar Star Legend. And that ship had just been redone. It was just absolutely amazing. But I love this cruise line. It's a luxury experience, but it's not like over the top luxury. And it's more of a yacht experience rather than a cruise ship. But anyway, check them out, Windstar Cruises. And if you want me, as I said, to put together a specific video about my Mediterranean cruise and what to pack, leave a comment down below. Since I was just on the cruise, and the average age of all the travelers aboard the Windstar Surf was 60-something. Although there were a few people, there was a cute couple on their honeymoon, didn't want to have anything to do with anybody else, and I don't blame them. I don't think I would either. And some people in their 30s, 40s, and it was so cute because there was a mom and daughter traveling together. There were siblings traveling together. I mean, you name it, and that's what was on the Windstar Windsurf. I just thought it would be fun to put a post together about the top travel destinations for seniors. And yep, I had to Google it, but guess what? I am technically a senior. I don't know how that happened, but the age bracket for seniors can vary because I told you I just Googled it. And it just really depends on the context and culture, but it typically refers to individuals age 66. Yep, that's me and older. I just turned 60, or actually, did I just say 66? It's people that are age 65 and older. I happen to be 66. However, as I mentioned, some organizations and studies might classify those that are age 55 or 60 and older as seniors. But I think that's pretty young, actually. But that's really in the context of talking about retirement, healthcare, and senior discounts, because I think some people can get senior discounts at 55. But I digress, because no matter when seniors start or stop, the desire to explore new places and cultures often remains a strong motivation as we age. And I can see why, because the world has much to offer. So whether that's soaking in stunning landscapes like I just did on my Mediterranean cruise, so I was in Italy, Montenegro, and Croatia, and then back to Italy. I mean, breathtaking landscapes. But you're also able to experience vibrant cities when you travel, or my favorite, you can relax on a beautiful beach and really just chillax. But today I put together a curated list of some of the best travel destinations that cater specifically to the needs and interests of seniors, ensuring a comfortable and enriching travel experience. So, are you ready? Let's go. So first up is Alaska, USA. And Alaska cruises were a popular topic aboard the Windsurf. And many people had already been on one Alaska cruise and they raved about it. And others were in the planning stages. But this is one destination on my bucket list, and I so want to visit Alaska via a cruise because you hug the shore the entire time and have a bird's eye view of its beauty. And my daughter-in-law actually lived in Alaska, and if you want to hear any of her thoughts, or she put together just a little mini travel destination, and that is over on the blog, I actually shared this over on the blog as well. So I'll put a link down below. And she has just a really beautiful itinerary where she suggests that you just travel one way on the cruise and you take a rail, I think it's Alaska Railroad. I think that's what it's called. So you take that, you go to Seward. But anyway, I don't have all the details, so I'm going to link that blog post down below because she just has really a great little itinerary put together because so many people through the years have asked her where they should go, what they should do. And Kelly lived there once upon a time, many years ago. So she knows a lot about it. So why should you visit Alaska? Well, it's known for its breathtaking natural beauty. Alaska offers seniors an opportunity to immerse themselves in stunning landscapes, wildlife viewing, and serene cruises through glaciers. And some of the highlights are scenic cruises in places like Glacier Bay National Park, or you can take a wildlife tour to see bears, whales, and eagles. And then trains like the Alaska Railroad, yep, I was right, provide comfortable travel options with beautiful views. So definitely on my bucket list, and it's a popular destination for seniors. So here's a little secret, because one thing I do love to travel with is perfume, because I just think that fragrance is just a really nice addition to any outfit. And you know how I'm always encouraging you and myself to try new things and keep life fresh, even as we age, right? Well, let me tell you about an obsession of mine, and that happens to be fragrance. But not just any fragrance. I'm talking about the hundreds of scents available at Scentbird. So let me tell you why I'm obsessed with fragrance, and I can blame it all on my late husband, Mr. Style, who had a signature fragrance. And he went through several through the years, but he knew exactly what he loved and what smelled good on him. And let me tell you, that man always smelled amazing. And he always knew just what fragrance to pick out, and then he would keep it in rotation for a very long time. But me? No, I'm not as gifted at picking out fragrances. But that's where Scentbird comes into play and lets me try different fragrances on for size, or should I say smell. If you haven't heard, Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service that lets you try out luxury perfumes and colognes from top brands without committing to the full bottle. So you get to choose new designer fragrances every month, which means I have a pretty good chance at figuring out what signature fragrance is for me. They have brands like Gucci, Versace, and Tom Ford. Plus, I love these travel-sized bottles that are perfect to throw in your handbag or your luggage. And you get a 30-day supply of high-end perfume, which is more than those tiny samples that you usually get. So when I was trying Scentbird, I absolutely loved two of the fragrances. And let me tell you just a little bit about them. And one is Frangipani, and that appeals to those who appreciate a well-crafted floral bouquet with a touch of elegance. So if you enjoy complex scents that evoke tropical blooms and vintage glamour, then I think you'll love Frangipani. And the other one that I tried, and this is really just a lovely daytime fragrance, and it's perfect for those who enjoy floral scents and are looking for a fragrance that blends well with a soft, romantic aura. So, love that I was able to discover both of these fragrances, and Scentbird sent them right to my home, and I really appreciated that. So, if you're like me and want to switch up your scent game without breaking the bank, or you're trying to figure out what scent is your signature fragrance, Scentbird is perfect for you. And guess what? You can try it right now for 55% off your first month using my code Djalali, which is my last name. And we'll have it, and it's spelled out here on the screen, but we'll have it also linked down below in the description box. Trust me, once you start discovering new scents with Scentbird, you'll never want to go back to just one perfume. So again, use my code Djalali for 55% off your first order, and everything is linked down below in the description box. And I will just mention that currently Scentbird is only available in the US and Canada. And also, just let me know down in the comment section what scent you want to try first. Next up is the Amalfi Coast, Italy. And there are 13 towns that make up the Amalfi Coast, with Positano being one of them. And I have to admit, it was a charming city because this was a city on my cruise. And I actually took a day excursion. So we were at port in Sorrento, Italy, but then I took a boat tour over to Positano and just spent a lovely afternoon there. And there was a particular bar at the top. So you walk up all these beautiful steps, and at the very top there was a beautiful bar that had breathtaking views. And I could have spent the entire afternoon there sipping an Aperol spritz and people watching. It's just a beautiful little town, and they're just gaga for lemons and limoncello and lemon soap. So, and I brought actually a bar of soap home as just one of my gifts for one of my kiddos. So, Positano, absolutely beautiful. But that is part of the Amalfi Coast. So I'm going to take you through why you should visit. And honestly, because of its picturesque cliffs and charming coastal villages, the Amalfi Coast is perfect for seniors who appreciate vibrant culture and stunning scenery. And here are a couple of highlights. First, you could enjoy leisurely walks through charming towns like Positano and Amalfi. And I'm telling you, I got more than 10,000 steps in every day on my cruise. And part of it is because in Positano, you're going up, 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 and what goes up has to come down, down, down. But also, you can taste authentic Italian cuisine at local trattorias. And honestly, the cuisine is one of my favorite parts of traveling because you get to partake in a different culture and their take on cuisine. And also, if you like that beach vacation, you can relax on beaches or take boat trips to nearby islands like Capri. And we boated by Capri, and I'll float. We have a lot of beautiful photos and some videos, so we'll float those into this video. But Capri was what we zipped by on the way to Positano. But next on my list is Savannah, Georgia, USA. And y'all know how much I love Savannah because it's just a hop, skip, and jump away from Tybee. And that's where we have our beach house. So I make a point of visiting every time I'm at the beach house. And Savannah is truly one of my favorite places in the entire world, which is saying a lot. There is history there, and I love to share this. So Georgia was really decimated during the Civil War because that is how the North, they knew that they just had to bring Atlanta to its knees. And so Atlanta was burned, and then General Sherman was on his march to the sea and burning everything in sight. But before he got to Savannah, that is when the South conceded and that they knew that they had lost the war. And so Savannah was given to President Lincoln as a Christmas gift from General Sherman. So everything is still intact from the day that that city was founded. And there's just so much history there. And it's very European. I think that's why I like it so much, because everything is set up in squares and you can walk from square to square. And every square is different. It's like a little mini park. It's just, I don't know. I just love Savannah so much. But why do you want to visit Savannah? Well, it's known for its historical architecture and Southern charm. And it's an excellent destination for seniors seeking cultural enrichment and pleasant weather, except in the summertime. It's pretty flippin' hot in the summertime. So, but 9 months out of the year, it's absolutely beautiful. So a couple of highlights. You can explore the historic squares that I just spoke of and beautiful parks. And you can also take guided walking tours to discover the city's rich history. And I always recommend going on a ghost tour, because a ghost tour not only is it a little bit spooky, and you'll like go through a cemetery and you'll hear about homes that are haunted, but it really is just a fun way to get a very rich history lesson about Savannah. So I always recommend that. And you can enjoy the local cuisine, including famous Southern dishes. And I always recommend the Pink House. Absolutely amazing. One of my friends has come to visit me several times in Tybee, and she always wants to go to the Pink House for lunch. And I will never say no, because it's truly, truly just delicious. And it's actually a haunted house too. And if you're interested, over on the blog, and then I will also link that down below, but Kelly put together this amazing Savannah travel guide. And if you want to know the restaurants to go to or shopping or whatever, we have that all in a beautiful guide, and I'll link that down below in the description box. So next on my list is Barcelona, or I should say Barcelona, Spain. And Barcelona truly has a special place in my heart because I studied there years ago and fell in love with all things Spain. And I loved it so much that I sent two of my kiddos there to study the language and immerse themselves in a foreign country for 6 weeks. And I think that they love Barcelona just as much as I do. So why visit? With its vibrant culture, stunning architecture, and mild climate, Barcelona is perfect for seniors who want a mix of relaxation and exploration. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I was on a Mediterranean cruise and I brought along my oldest with me, and our final destination was Barcelona, and we added on a couple of extra days, and we just had a ball eating paella and just walking along the streets. It's just such an easy city to navigate, and it's so walkable. So definitely put Barcelona, Spain on your list. And one of the highlights truly is their architectural wonders like the Sagrada Familia and Park Güell. You can stroll along La Rambla. That's just exactly what AJ and I did, which is a bustling pedestrian street. And you can enjoy tapas or paella at outdoor cafes while people watching. So next on my list is New Zealand. And I actually lived on that part or that side of the world for many, many years. And New Zealand was always on our bucket list, but we never quite made it. And I'm just very sad. Maybe I'll still be able to visit this beautiful country, but it is just amazing because it's known for its stunning landscapes and friendly locals. And New Zealand just offers adventures for seniors who enjoy nature, hiking, and breathtaking views. And some of the highlights are you can visit the stunning fjords of Milford Sound, or you can explore the geothermal wonders at, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this right, Rotorua. Or you can enjoy the vineyards in regions like Marlborough. As I said, I haven't been there, but I've heard nothing but good things for years and years. And I know that the Kiwis are just so very, very friendly. And again, the landscape is breathtaking. But I have been to the next destination, and that is Napa Valley, California, USA. And of course, that is where the California wines are produced. And when Mr. Style and I lived in San Francisco, we took advantage of the close proximity of Napa Valley. And honestly, it was so crazy to go visit because the temps would be 60-something in San Francisco. But once we crossed the Golden Gate Bridge and headed to wine country, we might find 100-something temps depending on the time of year. And that is no lie. It gets very, very hot in Napa. But that's why they are able to grow those amazing grapes that make amazing California wines. So why visit? Well, it's famous for its world-class wineries, and Napa Valley is an ideal destination for seniors looking to relax and enjoy exquisite food and wine. And this really is a foodie scene for sure, along with wine. And some of the highlights, well, you can take leisurely wine tours and tastings at scenic vineyards. You can explore culinary experiences with farm-to-table dining. I love that. And you can relax in spa resorts that offer wellness and relaxation therapies. And this is actually a great destination. A lot of girls' trips go to Napa Valley. I mean, obviously couples, definitely a very fun destination for couples, but I do see big groups that head to Napa Valley. So put that on your list if you haven't been. And next on the list is Paris, France, because what is not to love about Paris? This is a city I could visit every year, probably twice a year, because I love it so much. It has history, it has amazing cuisine, it's walkable, and need I go on? But I have to mention my favorite restaurant in Paris is 100% American. Can you guess? Yep. It's Ralph Lauren located in their flagship store in Saint Germain, which is such a beautiful destination all on its own. So you can go shop, you can have this beautiful lunch in this beautiful courtyard. They have a charming bar as well, but truly one of my favorite spots in Paris. So why visit? The City of Light combines art, culture, and exceptional cuisine, making it a timeless destination for seniors. And boy, do I love their croissants. I love their chocolate croissants. I love their baguettes. But when you're walking all day long, honestly, you don't even know that you've been indulging in a little bit of carbs. But some of the highlights besides cuisine, you can visit iconic sites like the Eiffel Tower, Louvre, Notre Dame, Musée d'Orsay, and then there's Versailles that's a little bit outside of Paris, but so many great, beautiful destinations. You can enjoy the Seine River cruise. They have them during the daytime. They have nighttime ones. And you can explore charming neighborhoods like Montmartre, which has an absolutely beautiful view of Paris, and Saint-Germain-des-Prés. And next on my list is Kyoto, Japan. And my late husband, Mr. Style, made quite a few business trips to Japan back in the day. And his favorite city by far was Kyoto. He absolutely adored this city, which really has preserved their history and has preserved their culture. So why visit? A city steeped in history, Kyoto offers seniors a glimpse into traditional Japanese culture amidst beautiful temples and gardens. And some of the highlights include exploring historic temples like Kinkaku-ji, I probably said that wrong, which is the Golden Pavilion, and Fushima Inari, and that's a shrine. You can stroll through, I'm going to float in all of the titles here because I'm going to be butchering all of these. Arashiyama Bamboo Grove, or you can experience a traditional tea ceremony. So many beautiful things in Kyoto. And next on my list is Sedona, Arizona, USA. So, why visit? It's known for its stunning red rock formations and spiritual wellness. Sedona is a haven for seniors seeking relaxation coupled with beautiful hikes and a heavy emphasis on wellness. So some of the highlights, you can enjoy peaceful hikes on scenic trails suitable for all skill levels, and you can indulge in spa treatments. I mean, who can say no to that? And holistic wellness offerings. You can take guided Jeep tours to explore the captivating landscapes, and it truly is breathtaking out there. There's just something very special about a desert landscape, and Sedona just has it in spades. And last on my list, and this was actually one of the stops on my cruise, and it's become quite popular in recent years, and that is Dubrovnik, Croatia. As I said, Dubrovnik was one of my port stops, and it did leap into fame years ago when Game of Thrones used the stunning backdrop of Dubrovnik as one of their film locations. And there are quite a few Game of Thrones shops in this charming city and they're all selling Game of Thrones paraphernalia. But I absolutely loved Dubrovnik. So you can take a tour, you can take a walking tour. So it's a walled city, so they have a walking tour that you can take a look at the beautiful sea. You can take a look at, cities behind you and then the city down below, because there again, you're walking up, up, up. So that's a beautiful thing to do. But after I roamed the streets for a while, I had a delightful lunch with a bird's eye view of the Mediterranean Sea. And I'm telling you, it was just beautiful. And I had tuna tartare, and I can't remember, no, I just had tuna tartare, and then they brought some beautiful bread. So I had some bread, tuna tartare, and just a glass of wine. It's just very relaxing and just a beautiful day. So there you go. There is my list. These are the top destinations for seniors. Yes, those of us that are 65 and above. So I hope that you have maybe visited one or two of these beautiful spots in the world. And you can also let me know what is a destination that you would like to see on this list. And so let me know down below in the comments. Of course, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you again very, very soon. And a big thank you to Scentbird for this sponsored post. And thank you, my lovely viewers, for supporting the brands that allow me to bring you fresh ideas.